Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be. I'm Christopher Morales, that one Bond guy, host of That One Bondcast. Welcome to episode 9. This is a kind of a mission briefing, just because there's been a lot of time since the last episode has been posted. However, there have been a lot of things that have happened in between on my Instagram and YouTube and just things in Bond news in general and in and out of the Bond community, so we're going to kind of discuss that, get you guys up to date if you haven't heard it already. It's already May, and I can't believe we're almost halfway through the year, 2025, but there's definitely some exciting things lined up. For me personally, I am still well on my way to become an air traffic controller, just waiting on a couple of things from the government, and if anybody has had a job working for the federal government, they will know that things like to take their sweet time. But that being said, I'm okay with that because we just celebrated a year at my new home, and that was a lot of fun. Just seeing where I was last year compared to this year and the achievements that have come from that. I also got to start up a brand new series this year. Something I promised myself I wanted to do on Instagram was to do more Instagram lives. I wanted to do something that brought people together and maybe introduced you guys to some newer faces in the Bond community or just some newer fans in general. So I have my first 4 episodes out. I'm doing one once a month. Actually, get ready for this, guys. I'm having a double billing in July, so there'll be a couple of special guests coming up in July. But January, I had the awesome Mike Poplowski of the Culture of Bond. And then February, I had Blake from Bond Life Chicago. In March, I had the wonderful James Burb, Melanie. Had a great conversation talking about her awesome co-host or co-owns the awesome James Bond fan group out of Washington, D.C., Capital Royale, which we'll discuss their events in a couple minutes here. And then the last episode was really, really interesting because we had renowned author, best-selling author, and amazing talker. He has done many speeches in his lifetime. He is a professional speech writer, speech talker. That completely butchering that. You guys know the right term. Hey, it's Friday. I'm relaxed. I'm having a good time, and just excited to be here with you guys. So, anyways, Mr. Rowan Gibson, he actually just completely finished his first Bond fan original novel, A Kill in New York, which, if you haven't read it or checked out his Instagram, it's under Bond Inspiration. He did it very unique, and be sure to check out that episode to kind of find out how he orchestrated his postings and ultimately ending up with a whole novel by the time he was done with it. All posted and based off of Instagram. So he did a really cool job. The story is great and it feels like you're reading something straight from Fleming himself. So definitely check out those. I made it super easy. I actually got smart and figured out how to properly use highlights. So if you go to my Instagram and look under highlights, you'll see all the episodes linked up there, and you can just tap and watch them at your leisure. Speaking of people in the Bond community, I wanted to highlight a couple because the Golden Bullet Awards are coming out, and they are highlighting some newcomers, which are super awesome and super cool because we love having new people in the Bond community, especially when there's no Bond content, no official Bond content. They provide a fresh new perspective and definitely make this wait a lot more endurable. And in fact, they're going to be the finalists, or they were announced. It's Analyze This, Mr. Bond, The Bond Archives, A Good Squeeze, and Idiot Bond Fan. And in fact, you guys can get to know them this Saturday, tomorrow. They're going to be hosting a live, I believe, Idiot Bond Fan on Instagram is going to be hosting a live event this Saturday, May 3rd. Kind of just talking and having a discussion for all the newcomers. And I think that's going to be really, really fun. I'm going to be there. I'll join in and join in the conversation. But they've been doing nothing but great work. Shout outs to all of them. Analyzes Mr. Bond. He is a YouTuber who has really in-depth conversations about the facets of James Bond, things that I haven't even thought about before. Definitely well worth a check out and definitely a subscribe. He does amazing work, and it's a very, very unique and different perspective to kind of ponder about Bond and what we want for the future. And Idiot Bond fan, shout outs to him. Elon it doesn't get any more, how do I put this, blunt or unhinged than this podcast, and I love it. That's kind of his niche. He considers himself to be an Idiot Bond fan, so a lot of the topics he talks about may not be popular in the grand scheme of things, but that's what makes it great. Causes for debate, causes for discussion, and hey, he's been killing it. He has 10 episodes out right now, and I think he's almost done with season 1. So each one of those episodes has been really intriguing and very captivative. I really enjoyed the episode about his Bond life story, or how he got into James Bond, and my goodness, the amazing encounters he's had with very close and high-profile people within the Bond world. You definitely check it out. I don't want to spoil anything because you have to go make sure you listen to that episode. He invited Sean Connery to his bar mitzvah and got a response back. And the response was pretty dang epic. Something that I never have gotten close to personally. It was just awesome. So definitely check out Elon at that Idiot Bond fan on Instagram, and then I'm sure it's all linked to his podcast. I know I listen to him via Spotify. I'm sure there's maybe other ways you can listen to him as well, but check them all out. Event-wise, I said there were going to be some events that we're going to talk about. Speaking of Capital Royale, they are such an awesome group of people. It's super inviting, and in this day and age, the world is crazy and expensive. What they do is they host James Bond theme events that you don't need to buy a ticket. You don't need to spend copious amounts of money depending on where you travel. You may have to travel a little bit farther. It's a little different for everybody, but when you get there, it's all relaxed. It's just the whole point is just getting together and having a good time. And you pay as you go, and you just show up. You can do some things, you can do all the things, you can do one thing, but it's all on you, which is really, really awesome, really, really cool, and inclusive to everybody, which I absolutely love. And Mel and Christian have been doing great stuff ever since last year. They've done about 6 or 7 events last year, and this year they're going to be doing about the same, if not more. But all the information about this next event coming up, which is for Memorial Day weekend, their 3-day Memorial Day weekend extravaganza, Moonraker themed Memorial Day weekend. So this Moonraker theme sounds like a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of familiar faces within the Bond community that I'm sure you'll get to go and meet and hang out with, all in the greater Washington, D.C. area. So, again, the information can be found on their Instagram at Capital Royale, and I believe they have a website where you can subscribe to their newsletter, so you can get all the information sent directly to your inbox about events coming up, and if there are tickets or anything, smaller details, if need be, will be sent there too. But they're doing a great job. And then in August, I know it was just recently announced by the man himself, David Zaritsky of the Bond Experience. I believe it's the weekend of the August 15th. There's going to be an event in Pennsylvania where there's going to be a screening of a Bond film and a catered dinner, or a Bond-themed dinner, along with some other events going on all weekend. So if you're in the area, go to the Bond Experience Instagram and check out that post and I'm sure more discussion on that will be, with more details, will be heard all over the socials. But just wanted to highlight those and let you guys know in case you needed to plan for that. But a lot of fun things coming up. And the big one is in October. Cue the Music is having another concert spectacular. This time, all themed around money pennies. 3 money, not 1, not 2, not 3, but, well, yeah, 3, sorry. Again, sorry, it's Friday, guys. Not 1, not 2, but 3 money pennies will be in attendance. And that in itself just sounds so much fun. They're going to be having their full concert with their full orchestra there in London, with a whole weekend filled with events surrounded around the money pennies. Caroline Bliss, Samantha Bond, and Naomi Harris will be the money pennies in attendance, and that is going to be an unforgettable weekend. So definitely looking forward to all of the events this coming summer. To close it out, you guys, more episodes in the podcast are coming up. Actually, just about to finish one, and I think you'll find pretty interesting for episode 10 here. And keep on the lookout for my Instagrams and the bonding hours coming up. We have Ricardo del California for the May episode of Bonding Hour. Really, really cool guy that I got to meet for the first time in San Diego last year from San Diego with Love. So that being said, guys, stay cool, stay safe, and this has been Christopher Morales, that one Bond guy, on just a episode 9 here on a mission briefing, just to catch up with you guys and chat a little bit. And now I'm gonna go enjoy this beautiful sunny day here in Northern California. Hope you guys are doing the same. If not, enjoy wherever you guys are, and I will chat with you on the next one. Till then, take care.